Okay, the original Los Angeles flower market. What makes it original? This is the general area, and it's right, I would say, east, I guess, of the Fabric District in Los Angeles. So this is Frank from Download Chi, and I wanted to basically share with you the beauty of flowers and how there's a Japanese phrase which says the outside affects the in. And so if you have beautiful things around you, that will affect your spirit, that will affect your energy. And so when you take time to go into nature, even if it's kind of fake nature like a flower shop, it can have extremely beneficial effects for you in your health. And so we're going to take a little tour around today. What I'm going to be doing is explaining that there are some colors that we can visualize coming into our organ systems for a healing Qigong, and how we can actually use flowers to aid us in that visualization. So these are some white flowers, and these are some yellow flowers. And the yellow stands for the spleen system, the white for the lungs, and let's try and find the other colors that we need. Here is a beautiful tropical green. This is a great one to breathe in for your liver. These are some beautiful off blue ones. Here's some beautiful black corn for harvest time.
Very flawless looking.
I like that bold orangish red. So here's a really dark plant that could be used for the kidney visualization. Okay, so we're back from our adventure in downtown Los Angeles with the Flower Mart. And during that, I was explaining how the different colors of the flowers can match the visualizations that we use for the 5 organ cleansing Qigong that I'm about to demonstrate for you. Just a real quick note on that. The 5 organ cleansing system and its colors obviously come from traditional Chinese medicine. So a little background on that is that according to traditional Chinese medicine, or I'll just say TCM from this point, there's a color associated with each organ, or rather organ system. They don't think of it like we do, just like, oh, that's the heart. They think of, when they say the heart, they're talking about the entire circulatory system and everything the heart does. When they're talking about the lungs, they're talking about everything connected with the respiratory system. So the 5 organ cleansing system is a visualization and a standing Qigong that can radically boost your energy levels and your immune system. So I go into much more detail in regards to the 5 organ cleansing system of Qigong in my Teachables course on Qigong for Peak Business Performance in the first unit, which is called Qigong for Inner Strength. But right now what I like to do is give you the outline of the basic movements, the basic thought and visualization patterns, so we can really bring this into your life to enhance your healing, your health, your overall immune system and functioning. So just a little background again about the Tcm Paradigm is that they associate each organ system with a particular color. So the sequence that we're going to be doing and the colors that we will be visualizing, again based on the flowers that we looked at in the Flower Mart in this example, but it can be anything that we can visualize, is the colors are white for the lungs, The colors are black for the kidney system. The colors are green for the liver and the cleansing that it does, yellow for the spleen, and red for the heart. So those are the 5 colors that we'll be visualizing and coming in. So again, this is a standing Qigong. It's not going to start with a lot of movement. I mean, if you want, you can do an awakening the Qi type of beginning, but in essence, I'm going to step back for a minute and just demonstrate what your basic stance should be. It's a basic Qigong stance. So you'll see that I'm standing erect, my back and spine are nice and straight, shoulders are relaxed, arms are relaxed in front of the torso, and my knees are slightly bent and about shoulder width apart. That's the basics of it. And what I'm going to demonstrate is the first one that we do are the lungs, because we want to make sure our respiratory and our breathing system is nice, clear, and functioning for the rest of the exercise. So with that, there is a little bit of movement. So I'm going to demonstrate what that looks like. So you begin your standing Qigong with a 5 organ cleansing system Qigong. And what we're going to imagine is that breath that we're breathing in is not just oxygen, it's not just air, but it's a very brilliant, bright white light that will be filling our entire lungs, getting into every little nook, cranny, and cell of our lung system. And we do each of these breaths for 5 inhales, hold it for just a fraction of a second, and then a nice slow exhale. So the imagination process during each of these goes like this. As my arms reach out in front of me for the lung exercise, I'm going to imagine breathing in this white, brilliant light that's completely filling and flooding my lungs. I'm going to hold that breath for just a second or two. Then on the exhale, I'm going to imagine kind of a dirty, muddy white coming out of my exhale through my mouth. Let's jump to the next organ system, which is our liver. Now with the liver, I showed you some of the green plants in the video that we saw, the green filler around the flower arrangements. But if you've got green, I'm looking at some beautiful green plants behind me here. You just imagine that vibrant chlorophyll, rich, wonderful, clean green coming into your lungs on an inhale. And then on the exhale, we're breathing out a dirty, mucky, kind of, not to be gross, but mucusy type of green on the exhale. So again, we're going to be doing this 5 times each. I'm not going to demonstrate it for the sake of time 5 times. I'm just going to keep moving on to the next system and just do a couple so you get the idea. So the next organ system in our mind that we're moving on to and cleansing, in this case, is going to be our spleen. So I'm going to imagine the yellow spleen, and I'm going to be breathing in a daisy yellow or a perfect banana yellow, and again exhaling kind of a murky, greenish yellow nasty when I breathe out my mouth. So we would inhale, imagining that perfect yellow coming into our spleen, holding it for a second, and exhaling through our mouth the dirty spleen color. Okay, so the last and final organ system that we'll be cleansing is our heart. So I'm going to put my hands a little bit in front of my heart. Everything is relaxed. I'm going to close my eyes and visualize a beautiful, rich red like a rose coming into my heart. Holding it for a moment and exhaling kind of a murky, dark, polluted with white globules type of nasty red out of my mouth, okay? And so we would do that 5 times. And so how we conclude this is we've cleansed all the different systems. We started with the white inhale of the lungs, in and out 5 times. We moved to the black of the kidneys, in and out 5 times. We moved to the green of the liver, in and out 5 times. We moved to the yellow of the spleen, in and out 5 times. And then we concluded with the red of the heart. And when we're done, we'll take 3 cleansing breaths, imagining that the blue sky is filling every fiber and cell of our being. Like everything is balanced, everything is clean. Take a moment to thank your body, which does all these cleansing through these organ systems on its own without you regulating it. It's part of our autonomic nervous system. And then we just simply put our feet together, do an inhale, and we inhale 3 times towards our dantian, seal our chi, and that's it. You've completed the 5 organ system cleansing Qigong, which is going to really benefit your health, benefit your overall well-being. And come back again next week on Download Qi, and we will share some more insights on how Qigong can be integrated into all of your life.